Very good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss about the characteristics of living things. The remaining characteristics. That is, the living things need food and water, they respire, they move, they excrete, they respond to stimuli and have lifespan. Living things need food and water to live. So we know that all living things need food and water for their growth. The mode of taking food varies from one group to another. Only green plants can synthesize food, that is, they can produce food, and animals and humans depend on the plants for their food. Many animals eat other animals for their food, like carnivores and omnivores, and there are few animals which take the food in the liquid form, like butterfly, honeybee, and leech, whereas most of them take the food in the solid form. So the next one is they respire. Animals, humans, and plants all do respire. Respiration. They respire. They do respiration. In animals and humans, the process of respiration takes place throughout their life. Plants also respire and break down the food prepared during photosynthesis with the help of oxygen that they breathe in. So what oxygen the plants are taking, that helps to break down the food which is prepared during the photosynthesis, and they release the energy also. Plants also give carbon dioxide in this process. So during respiration, like animals and humans, plants also take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. The next one is plants move. Animals move, then humans also will move. So we cannot observe the movement of the plants, but we can see very clearly the animals, and most of the animals and humans move. Most of the animals move from one place to another place in search of food, for protection, and for other needs, including humans, like including us. Plants are fixed at one place. However, they move in response to gravity or light. That is, they move towards the light or they move towards the gravity that is inside the soil. Okay. Now, let us move on to the next three, what you call it as the classification of living things. That is, response to stimuli, excrete, and have lifespan. So, response to stimuli. So, what do you mean by response to stimuli? If any stimulus is created, they give response. Suppose, if a mosquito, we are in a deep sleep, and if a mosquito bites, so what you will do? Immediately you will be trying to beat the mosquito. Or when you are playing, suddenly a thorn has pricked your leg. So what you will do? Immediately we will remove our leg and we see what happened. Something has pricked me. Yes, so that is nothing but called as response to stimuli. So all living things responds to different stimuli like touch, light, heat, and sound. Okay, so earthworm is an animal which moves away from the light. Earthworm does not like light. That is why they will be always present in the soil. Say they move away from the light. And saline media. Saline media means water medium. So there are some animals which responds towards the light, touch, heat, and sound. Okay, so even when you see a snail, if you see a snail or anything, you just touch it. So when you touch it, immediately it folds. Even so many insects also, if you touch it, it folds. Okay, so in the same way, when you see the what you call tortoise, so if it feels that there is some enemy coming inside, immediately it goes inside the hard shell to protect it, right? So in the same way, earthworm moves away from the light and saline media and the tip of the shoot, that is for animals. And when we see the plants, the tip of the shoot always moves towards the light. Shoot system is the part which is above the soil. Okay, the tip of the shoot always move towards the light. And the drooping of a leaf of touch me not plant. So you might have seen touch me not plant, children. When you touch the plant, immediately it folds its leaf. So that is nothing but the response to touch. So every living organism gives response to the stimuli. The next one is excrete. Excrete is nothing but the removal of the waste. So the process of removal of waste from the body is called as excretion. So all living things excrete. Every living organism will excrete. Urea is the excretory waste of animals. The waste product which is removed from the body of animals is nothing but urea, and that urea is removed in the form of urine. They come out in the form of urine. Carbon dioxide is also one of the waste, children, which is removed by the process of breathing. So plants also give, they not only the animals and humans, even plants also give out the waste in the form of water and minerals through stomata. Stomata is the tiny pore which is present. They are the tiny pores which is present in the leaves, and that tiny pores help in the exchange of gases and loss of water. That is the function of the stomata. So where is stomata present, children? Stomata is present in the leaves along with chlorophyll. Okay, so through they give out, the plants will give out the waste in the form of water and minerals through the stomata. The last one is plants, animals and humans, they have lifespan. Okay, so different organisms have different lifespans. It varies from few minutes to years. Okay, so they have different lifespan. The lifespan of a human is 100 years, but the lifespan of the different organisms is different. When we take a bacteria, the bacteria lifespan is only few minutes, whereas the lifespan of a tortoise is 120 years. The lifespan of human is 100 years. The lifespan of tortoise is 120 years. That is more than that of the humans. So plants also have the lifespan. They also have the lifespan, and they too die after some time. That is why in plants you have the annuals, that is which is living for one season, biennials which is living for two or more seasons, and what you call it as perennials which lives for many years. So we will be discussing about the lifespan and all in the next class. Okay, children. So here you can see some pictures where the first picture shows the earthworm. The earthworm will be always under the ground, in the sense under the soil. So it is showing the response to stimuli. Just I have kept a picture here where it is showing the different characteristics. So first picture shows about the earthworm, that is response to stimuli. The second picture shows the excreta, the waste which is produced from the animals, and the third one is also an example of the response to stimuli, not and also even movement. The not response to stimuli, it shows the movement, that is it turns towards the east when the due in the direction of the sun's rays. So in which direction the sunlight comes, the same direction the sunflower also moves. So the third one is for movement, the second one is for excretion, and the first one is for response to stimuli. So here you can see some more pictures. That is a picture of a tortoise, children. So which shows the lifespan of tortoise is 120 years. And the next one is the need food and water. The down one you can see, for the preparation of the food, they take the light from the sun, carbon dioxide from the air, then water from the soil, and they give out oxygen by the process of photosynthesis. So they need food and water. And the third one is respiration. So plants, like all living things, they also breathe oxygen. Okay, so plants take oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, and however during the photosynthesis plants use carbon dioxide and expel oxygen. So during photosynthesis, plants take carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. During respiration, like animals, plants also respire. They take in oxygen and they give out carbon dioxide. Children, so we have completed all the 9 characteristics of living things. So in the next class, we will discuss about the classification of living things, that is about the plants and about the animals. So read textbook for your better understanding. Thank you children. Have a great day.